Next, we have what's known as disclosing, which is to reveal one's own experience. Why? To facilitate deeper levels of interaction, to form a bond. Now, in a professional counseling setting, there's a debate on whether you should self-disclose or not. So an example of self-disclosure is someone comes and they say, I have a problem with smoking weed. And let's say they're 18 years old. And they're really struggling, and they're coming back to you 3-4 times, and you're like, it's hard for me I'm having difficulty building a connection. And then one session you tell them, you say, when I was 18, I also had a problem with weed. So now they're like, oh, you had a problem too, right? It's kind of like building this connection that, well, if you had a problem and you overcame it, then I can do it too. Now, it can also backfire because the person may lose trust in the person they're coming to help them, right? If you are, let's say you're a leader of a youth group, this could be real tricky. So someone tells you that they're struggling with this problem, you tell me, yeah, I struggle with the same thing. Now, do they all of a sudden lose respect for you? Or are they going to start going and be like, how can this person's telling us, we need to be like this and that, and they did this same thing that I did. So it's a delicate balance of whether we should disclose or not. But in everyday communication with our family and our friends, we could probably be a little bit more loose about it, especially if they're really struggling with something. Now, let's say that you had severe depression when you were younger and you overcame it. And you don't want the whole world to know about it. You don't want anybody to know about it. But you have a family member that they're going through the same exact thing. And they've been stubborn and they're just not listening to what you have to say. Now you might self-disclose that, I did this. Now, in Islam, we're always, we don't want to disclose our sins just for the sake of doing it, right? And we never want to disclose our sins. But there's a way to navigate it where you're genuinely trying to offer assistance and with a purpose, right? And if we're unsure, then we should check with, local scholarship and kind of see how we should approach those things. But disclosing might have its place, just kind of depends on the situation.